In this video, I'm going to show you how to create anticipation and overshoot on your animations with a secondary animation property, rotation. You can also use scale to pair with your movements. So just know that either one works well. The rotation secondary animation will make an object appear to have more momentum or exaggerate the anticipation and overshoot. First, I'm going to make my life easy. Rather than have to create a new object and create the motion all over again, I'm going to duplicate my circle layer. First, I'll name this object layer Circle, so I'll click on the title, press Return to bring up the text editor box, and rename it. Then, hold down Command and D to duplicate it. Now I have a copy of this layer. Go into the contents and delete the ellipse. Go to the Shape Builder, and for this demonstration, I'm going to choose a rectangle and make a square. Now this square has the same movement keyframes on the position line. I didn't have to make them all over again. The only thing you have to do is make sure the anchor point is centered in the object. Now I'm basing my secondary rotation animation on what is happening with my anticipation and overshoot. At the drawback, I'm going to tilt the square back a few degrees. Once it starts moving forward, I can tilt it forward. First, make two keyframes on the rotation line at the start and end of the position animation. You can jump to a keyframe using the arrows next to the Add Keyframe diamond in the Layer menu. Make a keyframe on rotation just at the last frame of the anticipation. Tilt the object back on rotation a few degrees. Then, as it moves forward, tilt the object forward a few degrees. The spacing and amount will depend on the object, the size, and how much you want to exaggerate the anticipation. Now, as it is moving forward, I want the tilt to persist, as this implies motion forward. So I'm going to hold this forward position with a hold keyframe. Select the keyframe, right-click on it, and select Toggle Hold Keyframe. Then, as it slows and overshoots, it could tilt back a little bit. If I make a keyframe after the hold, it will be a stop keyframe by default. To change it back to a linear keyframe, right-click on it and select Toggle Hold Keyframe again. This linear keyframe is just a repeat of my hold, but it will re-engage keyframe changes on the rotation property line. Now, as it pops back to the last position, I want a slight tilt back and then back to 0 degrees. Again, the spacing and amount will depend on the object and what you're going for. With the addition of the secondary animation on the rotation property line, I can accentuate my animation principles of anticipation and overshoot. Try it with rotation and scale to accentuate the animation principles in your movements.